hope you can hear us. We are here at the Governor's Garden in the lovely state of Missouri.
We were doing some more pictures out here today, and
Right.
it's so beautiful out here. We just thought, let's take a stroll through it once we're done and kind of get ourselves a nice view. This beautiful location. You can see up there.
So, Josh is gonna make you sick by slinging the camera all over the place. But
See, that's the nice thing about this handheld right here, is it doesn't sling it. It's nice and sturdy. I promise. So we're gonna move this way. See, no matter how I swing this camera, it stays nice and sturdy. An interesting topic came up yesterday, and I was like, this is something I feel like could help anybody. We talked about motivation. Like, what is motivation? What is self-motivation? What drives you to do what you do, right? They always say you can't teach motivation, right? How do you find it within yourself to do the things that you do? And there really is no definitive answer to that, I like to think. Everybody finds it in their own unique way. For us, I think it's just about finding what you really enjoy to do, what you really enjoy doing, and aligning yourself and your energy to do whatever that one thing is. And for us, it's camping. I mean, we also like filming, but writing books. We like a lot of things, right? But if you find yourself unmotivated, I think you just have to reset and try to find what it is that you love to do. Us working on the bus is a place of serenity when we're working on that bus.
it really is.
And so it's just very interesting because I've even found myself, as I cut my face off here,
I usually do the filming, but
today's my filming day.
I am freezing, so
right.
It's not winter, but I am cold, so that's why you get the.
Another thing that's driving us this year is we're going to Disney in December, so you're gonna get to see some cool footage down in Disney.
Right.
But
it'll go away.
All right. No, I thought it is filming.
Yeah,
okay. I'll just cut that scene there.
Yeah.
But so everything that we do this year is working towards getting to Disney, right? How we save our money.
Everything. Almost, yeah.
Yeah, like how we plan our vacations. Because we have lots of little camping vacations, right? Harvest Host helps in the idea that we don't have to pay for a lot of them.
Right. Exactly.
But sometimes you just want to be hooked up to power.
Right.
But either way, I only bring this up because, you have to find your motivation and what drives you to want to do things. And if you don't know what that is yet, that's okay. Experiment, try new things. For us, when I first started dating Tony here, I didn't know how much I really did love camping until we started camping and we started working on this bus. I mean, we'll do a video where we really detour Bob and show you what we've done, but it's it's just a thing, you know. Like you have to find that self-motivation, you know, and don't wait till it's too late. There's always going to be something else that you can be doing to keep yourself busy, to keep yourself motivated. And also at work, the same thing, man. Like if you're not happy with your work, it's okay to find yourself work that will satisfy you in the ways that you're looking, you know, to be satisfied, you know. Like if you're happy at work, you'll be happy at everything else.
Right.
And I believe that. And so, anyways, I just felt like I just wanted to talk about that today, because motivation is really something that I've always been very, as I just mess this camera up.
It's a lot harder than it seems.
I'm telling
isn't
you,
it?
it's not easy.
You appreciate your wife now, huh?
I'm telling you. You know, I'm giving you. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, that's all I had. Leave something in the comments below. Tell us something that motivates you. I'd love to hear, you know, or how did you change your motivation, or if you were lacking motivation, what gave you motivation? I'm just interested to hear, and just let us know.
Yeah. I think some of our viewers, though, need to find motivation in a different way, because we all can't, you know, quit our job that we hate, or we all can't just suddenly, you know, buy a bus and move into it, you know. And so for me personally, motivation comes out of necessity sometimes. And so, you know, pick a goal, something that you want to achieve, and then everything else is a means to an end. In other words, you know, you may not like your job. It may not be the best job ever, but it may pay you good. You know, it may pay you well enough to where you can start looking into moving someplace else to get another job, or you can it may pay you well enough that you can buy an ambulance or a minivan or a bus, or redo your car so that you can live in your car, or it's whatever, you know, or pay down your house note. I mean, your motivation may be, I want to pay off my house. I mean,
It may be.
yeah. So
or maybe that you want to live rent free. I mean, we saw this video this morning of people living in a bridge, and I was like,
yeah,
well, you know,
living in a bridge, but that was because they couldn't afford rent.
Right?
I mean, that was true. They lived inside, not under the bridge. They lived inside the bridge, and so, you know, part of that is, again, just speaking from motivation. Yes, it's nice to have the fun type of trips and things that you can plan, but sometimes motivation is just sparked out of necessity. I mean, you are motivated to get a safer place for your kid to live, because the neighborhood that you live in is not conducive to where you want your family to grow up. And so there's also that type of motivation as well. So it's not all rainbows and butterflies, but it can be. So, you know, we are very blessed and highly favored that we can right now, as of today, plan certain things. Now, we know that life is tricky and funny, and we know that things come up that you didn't plan for. And it could be that the trip that we planned for at the end of the year, we have to put off because somebody got sick, or something happened to somebody. But we still aim for the goal of someday going, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we continue to do that. So that's it. That's for me. Like I said, for me, we're in a really good place. We have family and friends that help us, and because we could not. I mean, there's just no way that we could even plan for something like that without the help of family and friends.
Yep.
Like you know, and we work like really, really hard and still working to pay like medical bills and stuff. We still have medical bills, but what we're doing with those is like we're paying on them, like you would pay on something, right? So, you know, instead of slapping $1,800 down cash, which we don't. That's not necessarily something that we can do.
We wish, but.
Right? But we can pay $100 a month.
Yeah.
You know? And so because we're motivated to continue to pay the hospital bills, we're not. I'm gonna use a double negative. We're not going to. So
means to an end.
It's a means to an end, right? So motivation sometimes is a means to an end. I think we get stuck though when we don't have something, right? You just don't have anything that motivates you. And that's what we like you to, you know, just search for. You know, like Josh said, if you have a time in your life where you're like, I am motivated to do this, that's awesome. We'd love to hear it. If you're stuck, we'd love to hear that too. You know,
Yeah.
Or I'm stuck. I'm don't know how to self-motivate.
Sometimes it helps just to say it.
Yeah. You know, and people do have issues with self-regulation. That's a real thing, you know. I mean, even I have issues with self-regulation. Like I'll come up with a big goal and I'll achieve the goal, and then I'm like, now what?
Yeah.
You know, now what? And that's a real thing. So again, if you have issues with that, like, neither one of us are therapists, so don't.
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to solve your problems. But if you feel like putting that into the universe might help.
Yeah.
You know, like this could be a place to just be open about it.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, shall we continue the garden?
I think we've done enough therapy.
I think we have.
Let's on ourselves.
Let's go be good to ourselves.
Yeah. Let's go for another walk.
All right.
Guys, you'll see where if you look through those trees, you've got a beautiful is that the Missouri River?
Yeah,
it's the Missouri River.
Yep.
Yeah, so maybe one day we'll stop down here and do a train station, because that's the train station.
Yeah, show you the train station.
Yeah, the Missouri River and the Katy Trail.
I would love to do a film on the Katy Trail.
Yeah. And there's the back of the governor's mansion right there.
These beautiful trees.
Yeah. When I was little, I got to go in. They do tours of the governor's mansion, but I actually got to go in the residence part. My brother was best friends with one of the governor's sons, so he let me go in with him. And they used to go over and play basketball. This was years ago.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we're talking 20, 30 years ago? 30, 40 years ago, actually. Whew. Oh my gosh, this is 40 years ago. 'Cause I was little. And then, of course, they, like I said, they still do school tours and things like that.
Yeah. Well, one of these days we'll have to go film the Capitol, too. That's a nice building. You can see it from here.
Oh my gosh.
See, look at my beautiful wife.
Let's go view see if the fountains are on in there. I don't know if they're on. Okay, guys. Thank you for joining us. This tiny little romp through the Governor's Garden in the state of Missouri. Again, you don't always have to go to big, huge camping places or big events to just enjoy your family. And so, again, I hope you enjoyed our little retreat into basically, what motivates you and how you can self-regulate and perhaps come up with something that makes your life better, right? So, again, thank you once again. I'm
Josh.
Tony, and this is
Josh.
and we are
Onward Barnes. We'll see you guys later.
See you later.